I want to start by saying I like the idea of Donald Trump. I like the idea of an outsider. I like the idea of somebody willing to say the things you're not supposed to say. I like the idea of somebody going after the D.C. political class. The reality is they are full of foolishness and nonsense. Donald Trump's diagnosis is exactly right. The political class is the problem. The problem is Donald Trump's prescription is exactly wrong. His diagnosis on the political class is right. His prescription is wrong. His prescription is that he is the solution. Donald Trump's not the solution. The problem is that Donald Trump himself is full of foolishness and nonsense as well. Now, look, I'll start by saying I like the idea of Donald Trump, and I like the show. I like the Donald Trump act and show. It's a lot of fun. It's entertainment. I laughed when he went on live TV and gave out Lindsey Graham's cell phone number. I thought it was pretty entertaining when he said that audiences were falling asleep at Jeb Bush's rallies. I thought it was great when he gave helicopter rides to kids at the Iowa State Fair. It's been a lot of fun. But here's the problem. Donald Trump is not a serious candidate. He's a narcissist. He's an egomaniac. The only thing he believes in is himself. The reality is that I want to say what everybody is thinking about Donald Trump but afraid to say. Everybody knows this is true. This shouldn't be new. The idea of the Donald Trump Act is great. The reality of Donald Trump, however, is absurd. He's non-serious. He's a carnival act. Here's the truth about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is shallow. He has no understanding of policy. He is full of bluster. He has no substance. He lacks the intellectual curiosity to even learn. You can't argue policy with this guy. The only thing that Donald Trump believes in is himself. Look, he tells us that his health care plan is going to be fabulous. He tells us his tax plan will be really, really terrific. He is shallow. There is no substance. He doesn't know anything about policy. He has no idea what he's talking about. He makes it up on the fly. He doesn't believe in limited government. He has told us that. He, over and over, from his belief in socialized medicine to his desire for tax increases, he has told us over and over that he's got no problem with big, top-down style government. The only problem he's got with D.C. today, he has no problem with big, top-down style government. His only problem is he's not the one running it today. Donald Trump's not against big government. He's just against the folks that happen to be running it. Donald Trump is for Donald Trump. He believes in nothing other than himself. Look, he's not a liberal. He's not a moderate. He's not a conservative. He's not a Democrat. He's not a Republican. He's not an independent. Donald Trump is for Donald Trump. He's not for anything. He's not against anything. Issues don't mean anything to him. Policies, ideals are not important to him. He is for Donald. Donald Trump is a narcissist and he's an egomaniac. Now, that may sound like a serious charge to make, but it is something that everybody knows to be true. He knows it too. He celebrates it. He says Kanye West is great. Why is Kanye West great? Well, because Kanye West likes Trump. So therefore, Kanye West is great. He's an entertaining narcissist, but he's still a narcissist. Like all narcissists, Donald Trump is insecure and weak. He's afraid of being exposed. That's why he tells us always and constantly how big and strong and wealthy he is. Look, we all know that we've all met people like Donald Trump who continue to tell us how insignificant everybody else is. We know that only a very weak and small person needs to constantly tell us how strong and powerful they are. Donald Trump believes he is the answer to every question. Donald Trump is dangerous, but not in the way you think. The reality is we have an incredible opportunity to turn our country around. And the question for conservatives is this: are we going to rely and trust proven conservative principles? Or are we going to turn to a man who believes in nothing but himself? And that is the most essential question we've got to answer right now. Are we going to miss this great opportunity? Are we going to apply conservative principles? Or do we trust a man who believes in nothing but himself? That's what makes Donald Trump so dangerous. Many people think he's dangerous. They say, well, you wouldn't want somebody like that with such a hothead with his fingers on the nuclear codes. And yeah, that's certainly true. That's not the real danger. The real danger is that, ironically, Donald Trump could destroy America's chance to be great again.